This is going to be the start of a new series. Guys, we are not just teaching IPO. We've not just built our own info product company to millions and millions of dollars, but we are now, as of today, working with one of the largest info product creators in the entire world. And I think this guy has the potential to be like a top 5. He's already doing $20 to $30 million a year. And I'm not going to give too many details away in this process, but we're going to document this live in a series of, hey, we're actually doing IPO ourselves for another client. And we're not only doing that, but we're going to be teaching you how to do the same thing for other clients as well. So this client is in the financial services, trading, we'll keep it vague for now, kind of space. At some point, we will reveal who this client is, but just for the sake of privacy for them, because they're doing so well, we don't want to give away their secrets and obviously what we're going to be doing for them, because that is kind of a proprietary thing. For now, we're going to keep the name of this person vague. So let me give you a little bit of a backstory on how we got this client. This guy actually, I ran into at my gym here in Miami, and I knew who he was from social media. Very, very large person. You guys will see when we reveal who this is. But I met him at my gym and honestly just started off the relationship wanting to be friends with the guy. I really like what he stands for. He's a cool guy. We're very similar in a lot of ways. So this wasn't even a business thought in the first place. And we'd been working on IPO. This was about a month and a half ago. We've been working on IPO for a little bit, and I met this guy. And then recently, I think about a month or 3 weeks ago, he calls me out of the blue and goes, hey, I saw you with Iman. I'm a big fan of Iman. That was kind of like the, I guess, credibility builder there was he was like, oh, your boy's with Iman. And I was like, yeah, I love that guy. So we're just chatting and he goes, hey, somebody mentioned that you're like the sales guy and you're really good at sales. We don't have any sales process at all. And I'm like, okay, like I know you have a bunch of cars and you're balling. Like how much money do you guys make a year right now? And he told me, and I almost like spit my water out. I was like, what? They do millions of dollars every launch. Again, I got to be vague here. We've already spoken about being very vague with the numbers here, but he does a lot of money. He makes more money than everybody that I know in info, minus like 2 people. And they're not people I know. They're just people I know of in the space, like Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Ty Lopez. He's getting up in that. So he reached out and was like, hey, I heard you're the sales guy. We need sales help. We don't do any sales stuff at all right now. And I was like, okay, cool. I know you're in Miami. Let me just pull up to your crib and we'll just run through everything. So I went to his house about 3 weeks ago. We just broke down the entire business. He showed me the back end, the lack of systems they had, the lack of salespeople they had, their strategies right now, what the offer suite looks like, price points, numbers, everything. I saw the entire back end of the business, met one of his right-hand guys, kind of like, I guess the CEO or COO of their company. And I really realized, I was like, bro, you were leaving a lot of money on the table. And when I say a lot, I mean like tens of millions of dollars a year on the table. I showed him, I was like, look at our systems, look at our sales stats, look how dialed we are. I was like, if you just took this and put it on your traffic and your offer, you will make probably 2-3x times more what you make now just by implementing these systems and actually having sales process in place. So with this guy, the biggest thing we're going to be implementing right now, as of today, he's sending the wire. This was a $25,000 setup fee, because it is a lot of front-loaded work at the scale that he is at. And I'll have to pay my team, obviously, to set this up. And then it is a 16%, I guess you call it a rev share on collected. So if we do $1 million in sales collected from sales team, we get 16% of that. So that'd be $160,000 profit for us. And then we're going to pay out sales team from our percentage. So I foresee this guy being a 6-figure a month client. I foresee us making him millions of dollars a month profit on his end that he is going to be taking home. And it's going to be a massive case study for IPO. So this deal is going to be absolutely incredible. And in this series, I'm making this very raw. We're going to be documenting and breaking down building this IPO client from no salespeople at all. He doesn't have a single salesperson to building out the systems, building out the proper management, building out the right team, and then scaling this company, hopefully 2, 3, 4x what they currently are now. So if we 2, 3, 4x this client, we not only are going to make millions of dollars a year for ourselves and for my team, but he is going to be one of the largest info product businesses that I know of that exists. And I'm not saying this like in a joking way. I'm very busy. We're building out IPO. We're still running Closer Cartel. And I knew I wanted to have a personal IPO client just to even add further proof to that we really do this thing for you guys to watch. And I knew we only needed one. I really don't want to manage a bunch of clients. I want to manage one at this point. And he is the perfect fit. And I think this is going to be absolutely massive. So this is going to be the first in a series of videos of us documenting, doing this for him. But the first things first is the deal structure, 25K, 16%. This is a big boy deal. I just gave him basically numbers and we met in the middle. I wanted 20, he wanted 13. I said, okay, well, he said, let's meet in the middle, 16, we'll call it even. And I think it's more than fair with the scale that he's at and obviously the value that we're gonna bring each other. And the first order of business is we're building out all the sales systems. So I will document as much as we can. We sent over an onboarding document today, and I'll actually read down this for you guys on sort of what we needed, just to give you an idea of like, okay, you get this level of client, what are the first things you do? So first thing was, hey, we need close CRM set up. We need all company emails. We need Zoom access, Zapier access, ActiveCampaign, payment processor access, and the ability to make custom payment links and UTMs, Slack channel setup, access to an existing data sheets that you have, access to the product, contracts, agreements, things for clients and customers, and then any other minor or MISC details that we need, just giving us the admin access to that. So we're literally right now, like I'm looking at the Slack, onboarding this client, and we are setting up the proper frameworks, systems, SOPs. Then the next thing we're doing is onboarding the sales team. He has hundreds of thousands of leads a month, a week. There's a lot of traffic. So this is not a normal sales client in the sense of like, oh yeah, let's slap a closer and a setter on there. No, we're going to be managing a lot of people. Probably at the peak of this, like 20 sales reps, which is a lot. That's a lot of work to do. And that's a big, big scale that not a lot of people get to. So you guys are going to see from a very high level how this works and how to actually do this. So I'll document as much as I can for you guys. Again, the thing and the only caveat with clients like this is I cannot just reveal everything to you guys. I love being transparent. I love, obviously for IPO, inside the community, we'll share a bit more than we do on YouTube for the sake of his privacy and their team and their company, what they're doing. They're at such a level that if I were to give away the back end, it's really doing them a disservice. So I will share as much as I can with you guys. Don't think I'm trying to hide things or I'm not being truthful. I just want you guys to understand, even for your own clients, you can't always share everything at a high level because there are secrets. There are things that you do that you don't want competitors to know about. And this client very much so is doing that. But for the sake of everything, that's the deal. That's what we're doing right now. They're already doing tens of millions of dollars a year and they don't have any sales systems set up at all. So we're going to implement those. We're going to manage the entire thing. And we now have our own personal IPO client. And I think it is one of the best, if not the best, potential IPO clients that we could have gotten in this entire world. We really do this thing. I'm going to be documenting this whole process live on YouTube for you guys. And eventually we'll go to his house. We'll vlog with him as, hey, this is my IPO client. Look at the lifestyle. Look at what we're doing. Look how much money we're making and documenting it all for you guys live. So thank you for watching. This is the first video. Please like and subscribe. And we're going to make a whole playlist of updates on this. So in the meantime, I don't know when we'll drop this, but guys, if IPO is out already, I don't know what you're waiting for because this is the most cutting edge, efficient, profitable business that I've ever seen in my life. And we're doing it ourselves and we're teaching it to you guys. So I'll see you on the next video. Peace.